Pisces and cross watchers. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to my channel. For the ones that are new, welcome to Pisces Dimension. Like, share, and subscribe so all your friends can find out what is good. Pisces, you have the world. And it's talking about completion, accomplishments, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, and arriving, Pisces. The number 21 is standing for reduces to 3, and it's about community, optimism, and joy, Pisces. Let me get my chopstick, Pisces. I'm so sorry. But I was eating pastelillos earlier, and so I just got it out of the fry pan and I took a bite, and I had it was chicken pastelillos, and kind of like not burn me that much, but I think this is a little swollen over that. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's kind of sore. Anyways, Pisces. So, Pisces, the month of December, you're gonna feel there is like finally some things are ending. Okay, you are accomplishing some things. I don't know if it's has to do with financial. um I'm not saying that you feel that there is a shape or form of emptiness in your life, Pisces, but it's gonna feel completion. Is you're gonna there is like a missing piece of the puzzle that you're gonna finally be able to see the puzzle complete, Pisces, and it's gonna be a great feeling. Okay. um for others, you maybe work with the community, something to do with the community, Pisces. I see optimism and joy as well. So um there might be some circumstances, Pisces, that is not I'm not judging, I'm just saying you might have felt some type of way because of it, and is it kind of feels like this is not fair, I don't deserve this, but you're gonna feel like things happen for a reason. You're gonna understand that part, and even though some things were not fair, there are some these things were not fair, and you might not be vocal when it comes to that, but you don't need to. You don't need to tell people this is what happened, this is wrong. Maybe somebody was trying to damage your character, but instead of believing in what they were saying about you, they see the truth behind it, Pisces. That was an omen, Pisces. Behind the card, you have the Fool, which is new beginnings, and the King of Cups, which is, mentally stable, emotionally balanced. Pisces, if there were things that the old you who had got a reaction, you don't get a reaction anymore. It's The gaslighting doesn't work. All the things that used to get you upset, it doesn't work anymore. You see, this is the part of the optimism, Pisces. You see life for what it is. Hurt people hurt people. So let them continue to be hurtful. What you are continuing to be joyful, minding your own business, Pisces. That's pretty much it. And this is for the month of December 2025. How you all doing? I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody had a nice November, had a nice 2025, and seal with con broche de oro. How will you say that in English? Finish this 2025. How can you say that? Cerrar con broche de oro, you see? There comes Nelamar. I didn't grow up in this country. It's a closure with God damn. You're gonna seal this year 2025 with a golden seal. Hopefully I'm saying it right, Pisces. You're not ending this year the same way that you ended 2024, Pisces. There has been improvements, there has been growth, there has been milestones accomplished, things that you didn't even think, Pisces, they were possible to accomplish, and you have done that and much more, Pisces. So it's a feeling of pride. You know, you're proud of how far you have come to the Piscean that is today, that exists today. Now let's see what is good with Pisces for the month of December 2025. Pisces, I'm going to try to do all December reads for the simple fact that tomorrow I start my overnight. So let's see until what time I can stay up. Can't fall asleep at work, Pisces. I never did. If there was one time that my boss told me to open, and to open you gotta be there at 6:45 the latest, so you can open for the staff that is gonna open at 7 p.m. And I said, why did she didn't give the keys to the staff that is opening at 7 p.m. So I barely slept. And then she went in from 3 to 7, and I was like falling asleep trying to fill out the timesheet. I'm like, oh, she's looking at me, and I'm like, fuck. But anyways, Pisces, I'm chewing neurogum. I intend to stay up as long as I can this night, and sleep during the day tomorrow. I be waking up like at 3 something in the morning, 4 something in the morning, so I hope that's a good sign. Piscean, I have your cards. The first one is the Tower. After that, you have Justice. Then you have the 10 of Wands. After that, you have the 10 of Cups. You have the 6 of Cups. And last but not least, the Two of Wands. What is this telling me, Pisces? So there is gonna be a sudden change, Pisces, and truths are gonna come out, okay? And there is gonna be an issue that, I mean, you can't cover the sun, Pisces, with your hand. You can't cover the sun. Even if it's a cloudy day, it always be light, Pisces. You can still see, that is daylight, regardless if it's a cloudy day, regardless if the clouds are covering the sun. You cannot cover it completely. It will still, you will still be able to see that it's daylight. Okay, so the truth can be hidden for just for so long. Okay, it's gonna when it comes to light, there is a lift of your shoulders, Pisces. Maybe you're being misjudged. Maybe there has been some shape or form of injustice, Pisces. I also see that maybe you have some issues at work. Okay, maybe there was some gossip. Maybe there was you have mean girls or mean boys. Male Pisceans also watch me. And maybe that gossip affected you. Not that you cared what people were thinking about you, but like, it is not that it spread it like wildfire, but the people that heard about it, some people changed the way that they were thinking of you. It's like a sense of people can see through the bullshitters. Okay, they can see who really Piscean is. The hard worker that Piscean is. One thing about us Pisceans, Pisces, is that we are responsible, we are dependable, we are reliable, we are a team player, we are mutable as well, which it allows us to adapt into any situation and any changes of shape or form. We get the job done. We don't go to work to make friends. We don't go to work to get offended. We don't take shit personal. Sarcasm is our second language. For some of us, is our primary language. Don't judge me. I know enough Pisceans for me to support this statement. But coming back to the read, Pisces, people can see through lies and through people that they just hating. They just hating that Piscean gets the job done. Piscean doesn't complain. Piscean doesn't call out. I mean, I'm talking about the responsible Piscean. There are toxic Pisceans that you cannot get them to work, not even if their life depended on it. And I am not judging anybody. I'm just saying I seen them too. Okay, so Pisces, I'm gonna tell you that also love is coming, Pisces. I also see that Bitcoin is down. Not bad. I also see, hi, my loves. Thank you for being here, Cherry. So, Pisces, they're always, from the gossip, there were like family members that unfortunately it's not that they doubted you, but there was some shape or form of differences. Some people maybe they changed with you, and you didn't know why these people were acting different with you. Those family ties, those bonds, they're gonna be able to be restored, Pisces. Okay, good memories, reminiscing. um it's gonna be a nice month, Pisces. Pisces, you're gonna, for some of you, you're gonna be traveling. It could be for the holidays. It could be a little vacation that you're gonna take. There is nothing wrong with that, Pisces. It doesn't need to be summertime or Christmas vacation for you to take a vacation, for you to go away a weekend and have a good time, a good relaxing time, Pisces. So there's some decisions, Pisces, important decisions that you're making in the month of December that are gonna affect your life, but in a positive way, Pisces. Some of you are gonna stop doing narcotics. I gotta say it, because I see it. I see it and I hear it. The coco, the perico, Pisces. You're gonna ditch it. Whatever it is, Pisces. I don't judge nobody, Pisces. I've been 16 years sober. No cocoa for your girl. And I don't plan on relapse anytime soon or ever, ever, Pisces. You know, I get nose burns sometimes. I'm not gonna say no. And you know what? For the ones that wanna quit it, you get the nose burns, you go like this. You see how I'm holding it? You go like that. And they go away, Pisces. I do it every time I get them, Pisces. You were not born with it. You didn't need it before. You don't need it now. Some of you is not that. Some of you is other things. And I don't want to get into that. But you're going to change that. You're going to maybe see that it's worth it for you to quit narcotics. You know, you matter. Your children matter. Your family matters, Pisces. A drug problem is not only a drug addict's problem. It affects the family, Pisces. For whoever needed to hear that, Pisces. So, Pisces, you put up some boundaries, and somebody is still having a problem with those boundaries that you have put up, Pisces. But at the end of the day, Pisces, wow, Pisces, you are oh my God, I'm thinking Spanish. I don't understand why I'm thinking Spanish. With the boundaries, okay, you have shown people, you teaching certain individuals how to behave, how you're not gonna tolerate to be treated, how you're not gonna keep playing their games. It's not that you were playing their games, Pisces, but sometimes difficult people drag you in their misery because it's either co-parenting or an ex or an in-law or a relative. You know what I mean? You know that saying that, oh, that's your mom or that's your sibling. I'm sorry, not sorry. They're disrespectful. They cross their boundaries because just because they're your parents, it doesn't mean that they have to belittle you, that they have to disrespect you, Pisces. I hear some of that, but Pisces, your courage, your persistence at work is giving you like a leadership position, Pisces. It could be as little as a promotion at work, Pisces. Higher position, higher pay, Pisces. Um, direct communication, Pisces. Of expansion, progress, okay? Some of you are moving to a bigger apartment or buying a home, being homeowners. Pisces, all these good changes are gonna happen fast. You're gonna be like, wow, give me some time to breathe. Let me tie my shoes. It's gonna be like that, Pisces, okay? Pisces, the people that were betraying you, and let me say it like that because haters at work, that they make up lies and go to, gossip around with the boss or with, other co-workers that can influence the boss to make decisions against you, Pisces. It's like it's not gonna work anymore because your boss and other people see you for who you are, for what you give when you are at work, not for the gossip that people want to talk about you, Pisces. So, you just chilling. What people want to compete with you, let them compete with you. You got no competition, Pisces. Let them compete with you. Let them just continue gossiping, continuing to try to damage your character. Try, Pisces, because the people that matter in this situation are gonna see you for who you are, and they're gonna see them for who they are. Hating ass bitches and mother flowers. Simple as that, Pisces, because your hard work is gonna speak for itself. You don't even need to say, oh, that wasn't true. Oh, why that person is saying this and you don't need to say anything. That's the beauty of it, Pisces. How you continue to walk and breathe and be happy, no matter what people thinks about you. No matter the conspiracy theories, Pisces. Pisces, for some people, you are a box of mystery. The moment that they think they have you all figured out is the moment that they realize, Pisces is a box of mystery. No, nobody knows, Pisces. You continue to have people wondering about you, Pisces, and that's good. People don't need to have you figured out. You always live that mystery. Like, you might say something, but you don't say everything. It's like clues and riddles. Not that to the extreme, Pisces, but they say us Pisceans, we spill all the tea. That's not true. We might spill a few drops, but we don't spill the whole thing. We will always leave a lot to the imagination, Pisces. Now let's see what the Archangel Oracle cards have to say for the month of December 2025. Pisces, I still remember trying to get shit face for New Year's 2024 to 2025, and I couldn't. I didn't get shit face. I got a little drunk, but I didn't get shit face like I wanted to. Now there is a tradition that I want to start, on New Year's Day, last year, well, no, this year, on January 1st, I was at a friend's house. I was at my bestie's house, and me and my second adult son, we went out to eat with them, and this New Year's, this Christmas vacation, it's my turn to have my kids with me. Every other year, you know, we're supposed to take turns, me and my ex-husband. So this year is my turn, and me and my second adult son, we were talking about it, and I was like, hey, we should do that. Every New Year's Day, we should go to that place to eat. And my son said, yeah, but how are we gonna do it? You know, we don't have a car. And I said, let's call your grandma. We invite your grandma. You know, she got wheels, but we can invite her. Not because she got wheels, but you know, we're gonna make it happen until I get a car, Pisces. So I think that's what we're gonna do every New Year's. And I already told the kids we're gonna do something on Christmas Day. And my kids are so humble, Pisces. I cannot ask for better kids, Pisces. One of them say, Mom, just make sure it's not expensive. And I'm like, listen, you don't tell me what to do. You know, when I want to treat them, and they know I go all out. And when they ask me and I say, no, I don't have it, they understand too. You know what I mean? So, you know, things like that, Pisces, to build memories. Because when you die, that's what they're going to have. The memories that you build, you know? You think children are not going to remember, Pisces, when they grow older. They will remember who was an asshole parent, who was an asshole step-parent, who was mean to mom, who was mean to dad. They will remember all that. Seeing. Holy fucks. Well, they all came out. And my phone is not about to die anyway. So, you know what? It's for December. Let's go all out for December. So, I usually do 6 cards. So, 2, 4, 6. We got 4 extra cards for December. Look at that, Pisces. The first one is overcoming difficulties with Archangel Jeremiah. And your message goes, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges, Pisces. I fucking told you this with the tarot cards. Whatever you think it was bad, maybe you said, damn, I always have bad luck. Stop thinking like that, because you're going to attract more bad luck, Pisces. The worst is now behind you, Pisces. If you are not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, you're about to see it, Pisces. Then you have creative writing with Archangel Gabriel. And your message goes, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal, or pen an article or book. So, us Pisceans, we're very talented. If you didn't know, now you know, okay? We are the ultimate sign of the zodiac. Just because just the fact that we're Pisces, we're the last sign of the zodiac, we got traits of all 11 signs. I kid you not. Check your sun sign, moon, and rising. It will also help you to understand yourself, Pisces. Because, for example, I am Pisces sun, Scorpio moon, and rising. So I got a lot of strong traits from Scorpio. And I get the asshole from Scorpio. I kid you not, Pisces. I'm more Scorpio than Pisces, but I'm strong Pisces as well. So, um, Pisces, maybe you have something to write, a book, and you don't need to look for a how does that called? You know, when you want to write a book and there is a company and they print out all these books and stuff. Pisces, now all you can do is write it and put it online for Kindle. Am I saying it correctly? And you can be making money, Pisces. There is something that you have to write. There is something that is gonna set as an example that you can survive it. You know, maybe somebody needs to read that book for them to get inspired, Pisces, to do better, to know that there is the light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe I should write a book entitled The Light at the End of the Tunnel, Pisces. Then you have passion with Archangel Haniel. And your message goes, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Pisces, I've been meaning to tell you, and I think I told you already, that there is love coming. Okay? And you're gonna be like, I'm not saying doubtful, but it's like it's too good to be truth type of feeling, Pisces. Trust and follow. I'm not telling you to do it with the first person that you know. I mean, you have to feel it. Just don't put red flags when they are not. Where they're not, don't put any red flags, okay, Pisces? Then you have chakra clearing with Archangel Metatron. And your message goes, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Pisces, I promise you, I'm gonna get all the tarot decks that I have that I have a storage. Today I was looking at a storage that I have right here in my house, right there. I'm gonna take you with me so you can see it. I'm just wasting money on a freaking storage unit, right? I don't know if you see that empty space. I'm wasting money on a storage unit where I can have it there, but it's not me wasting money. It's that I haven't had how to get my things here, but next week, no, actually this week, it's already next week pretty much. This week coming up, I'm gonna go to storage and I'm gonna get that deck because secret geometry, Pisces, it's a very deep topic. You master that, you can make your own sigils. Your own protection sigils, Pisces. Sigils for prosperity, sigils to protect your love life. And when I tell you to protect your love life, it will how you say it? It will it's like it's it's not gonna be able to fool you. Okay, somebody is coming with some bullshit. You could see your red flags. Look at my debit card, Pisces. Fucking sigils. These are my sigils. Some of them are my sigils, custom made for me. And other ones are sigils that they're common, and they work, Pisces. You have to have it somewhere. I mean, I protect my finances. I protect everything that I can protect, Pisces. You have to, because fucked up people do exist. Some people, oh, I don't believe in witchcraft. Okay, you don't believe in witchcraft, but you gotta protect yourself from the people that are fucked up in the head and they use it against you in the worst way, Pisces. At the end of the day, what goes around comes around. And when you are protected, Pisces, when those things bounce back to them, because it cannot do anything to you, Pisces, then they start thinking that you're doing juju on them, which you won't even waste a tea candle on their asses, Pisces. Then you have prioritize with Archangel Metatron. Once again, Metatron. And the message goes, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you to get organized and motivated. Pisces, we've been talking about that you're going to be laser focused in what you have to do, Pisces. Just focus. If you have to get Neurogon to focus, whatever it takes, Pisces. Don't let distraction derail you from the ultimate goal, whatever the case may be, Pisces. Then you have sensitivity with Archangel Haniel. And your message goes, you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings, Pisces. Let me read that again. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Let's kind of translate what this means, Pisces. Some of you've been ignoring your heart feelings, your intuition. That's the ultimate word. Your intuition, Pisces. Your intuition comes from the divine, Pisces. Comes from angels, archangels, the Holy Spirit, the spirit guides, the ancestors, the universe. I mean, Pisces. How many of you said, oh, I didn't want to go out today, but I forced myself to go out? You didn't have to go out, but there was something that it was telling you, don't go to that place, or don't hang out with this person, or just don't go over there, and you did. And what happened? Some bullshit happened. You have to our body reacts to certain things, and we don't listen to it. So how many of you had the feeling that, oh, if I sleep around, or if I'm gonna cut something, or I'm gonna get pregnant, and oh. Yes, Pisces. Yes, Pisces. Then you have crystal clear intentions with Archangel Michael. And your message goes, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith, Pisces. Once again, be laser focused. And what did he say? What did Metatron said? Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you to get organized and motivated, Pisces. I mean, there are some things that you want to do, but it's like I'm not saying you don't think out of the box, but there are some things that you are still encased in the box, Pisces. Is gonna some things that you don't think they're possible to happen. You don't think, oh, it's once again, I don't have good luck. Oh, shit always happens to me. Guess what? Shit is gonna continue to happen to you if you keep thinking that shit always happens to you. You manifesting bullshit, pretty much, Pisces. Courage with Archangel Ariel. And your message goes, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. What did I fucking tell you, Pisces? You're gonna stand your ground. Those boundaries that you have put, and you're gonna continue putting, Pisces, because you're not done putting boundaries. There is a few people that they don't like it already, the boundaries that you have put in. That's not your problem. That's their personal problem. Let them deal with it the best way possible that they can, Pisces. You're not gonna give a fuck about how people feel about your boundaries, especially disrespectful people that they think they can, talk behind Pisces back, and then in front of them be like, "Hi, how you doing, Pisces? Oh, I miss you so much. I haven't seen you in a long time." Can you believe they like that, Pisces? Yeah, they are. Just, it's your personal problem, not your problem, but stand up for what you believe, regardless if people don't like it. Some people get judgmental over political differences, religious differences, Pisces. Can you believe that? We live in a free country that you can believe in whatever the fuck you want, as long as you're not hurting people. But hurt people. So some people are not gonna like the new boundaries the Piscean is gonna have because of last year's bullshit, whatever the case may be. Hi, Nicole. Thank you for being here. I'm not lying. The cards and spirit is not lying. I'm glad that you're here and it's resonating, Pisces, because that's what we're here for, my loves. I hope you're having a nice holiday, and I hope these holidays upcoming are the best holidays ever. Then you have breathe with Archangel Raphael. And the message goes, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Not too long ago, we were talking about you still are in the box. Not that you don't think out the box, but there are some beliefs and things that are not serving you anymore. And it's time to get rid of them, Pisces. And last but not least, you have outdoors with Archangel Raphael. And your message goes, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas, Pisces. Pisces, we have in our DNA, in animals' DNA, in plants' DNA, Pisces, there is a strand, okay, that we have, animals have, and vegetation, all vegetation have. And they call it, I think it's the common designer, meaning we were created by the same creator. It's like a signature of our creation, Pisces. We are connected with everything, Pisces. I'm talking about you could be walking and talking to God and asking Him to give you some shape or form of guidance. And you know, you can see the clouds taking a shape of something. Like for example, I am very connected with President Trump. Don't ask me why. When he got COVID on his first term, I already knew he was gonna get COVID. And you know what? I let them know. You know how, you know, they can email you or they can text you. They don't have my number anymore to text me because otherwise you get like 20 texts from them. But I will text them and say, hey, you know, let him know that he's gonna get COVID. Boom, he got COVID. Not too long ago in the cloud, I kid you not, I saw him in a coffin and I sent a message saying, go get checked out. Now it's a controversial what his MRI said. You know what I mean? Things like that. I'm like, why the fuck am I seeing Trump on a fucking cloud? I don't understand. Or my coffee cup. I mean, Pisces. I have solved murder. I solved the murder because that person didn't die naturally. It was a murder because of my coffee. Things like that, Pisces. You can drink your coffee and see shapes. I mean, we are connected with everything. We are energy, energetically, in the DNA. We're connected with everything, Pisces. So just keep that in mind. You know, maybe there is no wind whatsoever, but you see a tree that the leaves are like shaking like this, and you're like, what is it, like earthquake or anything? No, they're saying hi to you. Maybe you are sad and you know, they trying to cheer you up and you don't even know what the fuck is going on. Why is that fucking tree shaking the leaves when it's not even windy? When they tell you hug a tree, it's good, Pisces, to go outside and get some fresh air, get some vitamin D with the sun rays, Pisces. Eat healthy. You know, I try to have my smoothies. This weekend it was so fucking cold, Pisces. I didn't have sugar, but I had drinks, you know, and me and the kids, we had a good time. But I didn't have my smoothies. So today it was 0 miles per hour, I think, for the wind, gust. You know how it tells you the percentage, and it tells you the how the temperature. That's what I'm trying to say. It tells you the temperature if it's 40 something degrees, but because it's kind of windy, then it feels like a 38 or 36 degrees. Today was perfect. It was just drizzling, but that's about it. So I went and got sugar because I miss my my smoothies. You know, I haven't had smoothies in the whole weekend, but it's okay. You know, I'll be able to survive. I'll make them tomorrow. Pisces. So drink a lot of water. Less sugar as possible. Get organic. granulated sugar. You know, it's actually, it's not bleached white, but you see it's kind of brownish. Pisces. I got my sugar. I was supposed to make flan this weekend, but I didn't, Pisces. But it's okay. I'll make it this weekend coming up, you know. I promised my kids. So, hi Pisces. I really love this read. You know, it's we've been talking about there's gonna be difficult decisions that you're gonna make, and some people are not gonna like it, but that's not your problem, Pisces. That's their personal problem, especially if it has to do with boundaries that they have crossed. They're so disrespectful. They think because they don't get a reaction from you, they can continue and continue and continue, Pisces, with their harassment, whether it's through third parties or directly from them, Pisces, the disrespect. And I mean, I can continue, Pisces, but you already know, because everybody is a different situation and circumstance. You know what I mean? Now let's see what is good with Piscean for the month of December 2025. Wow. Still cannot believe it's already December, Pisces. It's already December. My adult son, that by the way, he has mild autism. He loves he is a fan of Chef Kuzo. If you don't know who Chef Kuzo is, look for him on Facebook. I have him on Facebook because my son follows him. So thanks to that chef, he's into cooking, and Chef Kuzo have his own, you know, ingredients, but no, spices. That's what I'm trying to say. Spices. And that has motivated my autistic son to cook, you know. And he didn't eat salmon. He's eating salmon now. He makes his goose steak and cheese. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm old school. I like my steak and cheese with I put onion powder, pepper, and salt. And it tastes like, if you stir it with the real onions. It's just, I don't like to eat it with the onions. I like the flavor that it gives the meat, but I don't like to eat the onions. So it saves me from picking the onions out. That's how I make it. And I stir fry it with butter. No, my son, all he has to do is put that, Chef Kuzo's seasoning, because it has different seasonings. So sometimes he mixes it with both, and I'm like, what you doing? But he likes it, and he motivates him. You know what I mean? So he was making fun of my turkey. I'm like, how dare you? Because my turkey was the bomb. I mean, it's the best one my kids ever eaten. So, he can kiss my ass, but he was like, Mom, it looks like you didn't season. And I'm like, listen, it's not even done, pendejo. And even though if it tasted good, he was still saying, oh, for Christmas, I'm making the turkey. And I'm like, I'm not making turkey for Christmas, but I am. And I'm like, okay. So he said he was gonna use Chef Kuzo seasoning, so the turkey can taste better than mine's, and there was a recipe that he showed me. He's like, Mom, where's the butter? And I'm like, what you mean, where's the butter? The butter that you put inside the turkey. And I'm like, I don't do that. White people do that. I'm not judging Pisces, okay? I was just messing with my son, and he was like, no, I'm making the turkey with the butter. I'm like, okay. I'm like, hey, you have EBT. So you're going to buy the turkey, buy the pork shoulder and the ham while you at it. for me to cook it because I don't got EBT, but he does. He's disabled, you know, but he's gonna get his own apartment soon, and he's gonna be more independent than what he already is. He's about to get a job too, so I'm so proud of him. You know, he's been through a lot this year. I mean, Pisces, I needed all the alcohol that I could get for me to be his support system. I kid you not, Pisces, but we survived it. We're out of prison, and that's what matters, Pisces. Now, Pisces, you have heartbreak. You have drugs. You have health. You have home. You have gangster. And you have the blues. Pisces, I hope nobody from your family passes away over overdose. I hope this has nothing to do with me because I work with the community, Pisces. And you know, there were a few overdoses at my job last winter, and thank God that all of them we were able to bring them back to life with Narcan. But there was one that passed away outside my job. Not outside, but he was far. They found him on Valentine's Day morning, dead. And we were wondering, you know, Wednesday night I go to work and he stepped out. He was supposedly coming back, but he never did. Thursday night he didn't come. So Friday morning, you know, I'm around and I hear what happened. So, you know, he wasn't really into that type of drug, but when you're an alcoholic, you can't do heroin. And somebody gave him heroin and he passed away. So that death really hurt because he was a good guy and he would try to help around. My boss will give him gift cards from, you know, sweeping that whole fucking cafeteria is so fucking big, and he will do it. And you know, he was nice. Nobody is their problem, Pisces. I have met people that have greater hearts than people that have a home and don't have substance abuse. I kid you not, Pisces. I think either on the weekly read or the one with the tarot was talking, I could hear, you know, you're gonna quit cocaine, you're gonna quit cocaine, you're gonna quit cocaine. And I was telling you about, you know, I've been clean of it for 16 years, Pisces. And I even told you, when you get the nose burns, go like this. You see how you grab it? Go like that, Pisces, and the nose burn will be gone, Pisces. So I hope that we don't have to deal with any of you at home in an overdose. I hope nobody in your family goes through an overdose. Pisces, maybe something is gonna break your heart to the point that you're gonna feel like to relapse, Pisces. Please don't. This is a fucking warning, Pisces. You were not born doing drugs, and if you were a crack baby, that was not your fault, Pisces. I want to make sure that it doesn't go in through here and it comes out through there, Pisces. Heartbreak, drugs, health, home, gangsta, and the blues. I cannot stress this enough, Pisces. If you have a relative that is struggling with substance abuse, get them the help that they need. Sometimes it's hard to help somebody that doesn't want to be helped, you know? But if you love them and care enough for them, Pisces, you will not give up on them. Somebody needs to hear this. At work, Pisces, there was somebody that he will be drunk he'll be drunk all the time. We had to deal with all types of people, Pisces. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. So there was also a Caucasian girl. I'm not gonna say names, but I am proud of this one because she will be dope sick, and we had to hear, them suffering because their body's asking for it. The body is in excruciating pain. You have to hear all that. And there was one in particular that I will be like, you're so beautiful. Like, she went to rehab one time, and when she got out, she went over there to my job. But she went over there to my job waiting for the one that she knew she could get it from, and then she left with him. Once we saw that she left with him, we said, fuck, man, she's gonna go back to use. And she did. So I didn't give up on her. But when I was at the office, she got to go to rehab. Her husband was locked up. So when he came out, he was already clean. When she came out of rehab this time, she was clean. And I seen them summertime, and they were clean. And they told me, Nelly, I'm clean. I'm not doing anything. I'm working on getting my SSI. I'm working on getting my apartment and things of that nature. And I was so happy, Pisces. And it's one of my greatest accomplishments. See that person quitting heavy drugs. I'm not gonna tell you what they were into, but then when the guy with alcohol problem, he was gonna go into detox with somebody that had a relative in detox, and because that person had a relative there, they didn't let that person in, and that person was so discouraged. And me and my partner looked for that person until we found that person, and we found a place that they can go detox. To this day, I see him. He's doing good, and he always gives me a hug, and he thanks me for not giving up on him. Those are the spoil of wars, Pisces. So please, when you're thinking about giving up on that person, on that loved one, think about how life will be without them. How you gonna feel, Pisces, if that person passes away on an overdose? Alcohol is worse than narcotics. You got me crying, Pisces. Alcohol is worse than narcotics, because if you're an alcoholic and you don't have alcohol, you get seizures. Okay? It's more dangerous to quit alcohol than quit other drugs. So Pisces, do not give up on that loved one. because definitely, definitely, you're gonna live with that guilt of I should have done more. Don't wait for that to happen, Pisces. Then you have facas. You have rainy days. You have X. You have jello light. Homewrecker. And new Pisces. Pisces. We had talk about new love is coming. And you know, I guess that X is gonna be, it's gonna bother them that you're moving on, that you're having a new person, that somebody else's private part is in your mouth and it's in between your legs. Oh, Pisces. I think that's where you're gonna have to put boundaries. Like, you're gonna have stronger boundaries, Pisces. You know how you building a cabin or building a home, you gotta have a steady foundation so what you build doesn't crumble, Pisces. Don't, the building won't be sinking because that foundation is steady. You have to do the same thing with boundaries, especially with this motherfucking ex, because they're gonna come to you. Oh, Pisces, I still love you, Pisces. My life is not the same without you. Of course your life is not gonna be the same without you. It's me, Pisces, bitch. Seriously. Once you lose a Pisces, it's over. You're not gonna find nothing better than the Piscean that you lost. So this person is gonna cry you a river, you know, come with a violin, you know, saying the things that they have said to you before and that it have worked for them to get whatever they want from you, Pisces. So should I say that they cheated on their new spouse and they got caught? So now that they see that they having trouble in paradise, they want to go back to Piscean saying, oh, it didn't work out, I don't love him, I don't love her, you know, it's always being you. No, Pisces. No, Pisces. No, 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 don't believe them. It's just fake, Pisces. You know, whatever good you have going on, they want to wreck it. They want to fuck shit up once again, Pisces. So don't give them the green light to do so, Pisces. Pisces. Ugh, what in the dark? Pisces, you have asshole. You have you guinea butterflies. You have peligro, in the dark. No. Invocation, Pisces. Pisces, they think that they're gonna come to you and be like, oh, I love you, I still love you, blah, 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 blah. But in reality, they don't. They just want to it's not vacation, but it's more like they wanna get out of the city that they live in. They wanna rub it into whoever's face. Oh, you know, you don't matter because I'm back with Piscean. But in reality, they don't love you, Pisces. I mean, it's all an act. Okay. Ay, Pisces. This is guilt. This is red light. This is stop. Swallow my babies. Self-employment and on. So Pisces, is there is something that you're postponing to do, that is gonna create money, generational wealth, I can hear, but you haven't started. You're gonna have regrets if you don't start with that. And I gotta apply that to myself, because there is a clothing line that I've been wanting to do, and I had a dream, Pisces, like pretty much explaining me what to do, that I don't even I don't need a single penny for me to start that. I've been sleeping and slacking on that. So I gotta it's a copyright, or it's something like that. So I can, do it, but it doesn't have to be that, Pisces. I mean, I'm talking about me, but I'm talking about you. It doesn't have to be that. It could be you wanting. It's something that is gonna lead to self-employment, to financial stability, Pisces. If you're sleeping on getting a certification so you can get a job that pays you more, don't sleep on that. If it could be as simple as your driver license, because you can do Uber, you can do DoorDash, Pisces. I know people that make money, bank money. I mean, they know the times that is busy, so they can make money instead of just being in the parking lot waiting, for when it's busy. Okay. So Pisces, we have drive safe, in love with someone else, lover, baby, oh shit, and sexy. Pisces, maybe somebody's coming. Oh, I love you. But they're in love with their baby daddy, their baby mama. Okay. But he's sexy as fuck. Okay. Watch out with that. Watch out with somebody that wants to skip the process of getting to know each other and make sure that everything is good so they can be, sex or a relationship. Some people just want to jump in a relationship right away because they want to make sure they bag you, they trap you. Maybe they want to conceive a baby so they can trap you in some shape or form. Pisces, people are so fucked up nowadays. I kid you not, we were talking about this. Brighter days, fornication, danger, damn, and love. Some bomb sex, Pisces, that they're gonna try to use to, keep you on the wraps, Pisces. I mean, do whatever you want, okay? If you need some sexual healing, be my fucking guest. Just make sure you protect yourself. Make sure you don't conceive. Make sure that you do not confuse lust with love. Let me say it again. Do not confuse lust with love, because those are two different things. Apples and oranges, orange and apples. Okay? Don't get me wrong, when you have good sex with no feelings, no string attached, it's bomb sex, because you don't have no room for jealousy, no room for none of that. None of those shenanigans, okay? Now, if you start catching feelings, or the other person, okay, you start catching feelings, but the other person is not catching feelings, or the other person is catching feelings and you're not catching feelings, That is the worst, because when you actually get into a relationship, and it's not gonna be with this person, but it's gonna be with a person that you're gonna catch feelings, and the feelings are gonna be mutual, and you're gonna be like, yes, this person is worth for me to live the rest of my life with. Because who gets in a fucking relationship to think that they're gonna divorce in a few years, or they're gonna be single parents? No, nobody, you know. So yeah, so when you move on, then this person that caught feelings, that is it can even try to kill your new spouse, Pisces. True fucking story, Pisces. So, you know, stupid shit like that. Oh yeah, I'll put a restraining order, Pisces. At the end of the day, that's a piece of paper that is not, it's gonna protect you legally, but it's not gonna protect you physically. I mean, shit has happened, and people had um protection orders, Pisces. So please be careful. Please be careful, Pisces. Okay? What the fuck? Fucking December is gonna be wild, but you know, you're gonna seal 2025 with a golden seal, I guess. You know, never stop being hilarious. You can put boundaries and still how you say it, just because you're gonna put boundaries doesn't mean that you're gonna be a total asshole, you know. There is some people that, you know, they're gonna know those are your boundaries, and you know, you're not putting those boundaries up because of them. So, you know, you don't have to be an asshole with the people that deserve your asshole, Pisces. Make sure you don't be an asshole with the people that don't deserve your asshole. Because Pisces, when we are assholes, we are ruthless. We don't give a fuck about your feelings, because you didn't give a fuck about our feelings in the first place. You did your fuckery. You didn't give a fuck. So when you get a Piscean into I don't give a fuck mood, they hurt, especially the narcissist, the abuser. Oh, Pisces. They have to damage your character, so nobody wants to be with Pisces around. Nobody wants to take Pisceans seriously. They will want to destroy you in any shape or way and form, Pisces. There is some boundaries that you're gonna have to put in. If you have to put restraining orders, if you have to get a gun, Pisces. So more be, Pisces. December, you see, it's close to winter, Pisces. There is no more grass, and with no more grass, the snakes are, you know, hibernating. Doesn't mean that the snakes are not there. They don't exist anymore, Pisces. Maybe you can I'm not saying put poison. Who the fuck does that? But you know, whatever to prevent the snakes to come in the grass. And you know, since it's barely grass because it's pretty much winter time, you're gonna be able to see them more clear, you know. They're not hiding in the grass no more. There is no fucking grass, Pisces, so you'll be able to catch them in the fucking act, Pisces. Ooh, and they're not gonna like it, Pisces, so be ready for that, Pisces. Hi, my loves. I'm actually gonna start my night job tomorrow, so I'm gonna stay up as much as I can. I'm gonna do all December reads, but then again, you know, I gotta charge my phone, you know what I mean? And I gotta wait for the read to be posted so I can post it a new one, you know what I mean? I'm with my neurogum so I can stay up. I've been good, my loves. I'm been on vacation, so you know, this is the last few hours of vacation. You know what I mean? Ready, Freddy, Nicole. Ready, Freddy, baby. So, my loves, this is all, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. God bless you. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome night. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome last month of December of 2025. Pisces, you don't need to wait for the new year to the new you. This month of December, some people thought they knew you. They just knew the tip of the iceberg, Pisces. And they're gonna find out what Pisces really gives. If they didn't know, they're gonna find out, Pisces. You're very welcome, my loves. Take care. God bless. If nobody told you I love you, I certainly do, my loves. Okay? Take care. Stay genuine, Pisces, and real as fuck, as we always are, Pisces. See you next time. Bye.